or some easier shots in that first map, but
yeah, he's gonna need to start just like looking into the side of the wall when he's approaching, so every shot is a flick, you know.
Just attack every angle at a 45 degrees.
Yeah, just try and do that. So here comes DUST2 now, the pistol round to begin with, and a bit of a challenge. Fnatic taking a little bit of a fight there. Draken in the middle with the USP, but they're all coming back for him. That smoke is going to obscure the fact that they're up there, but he might hear it anyway, and if they run towards Catwalk, seems like they do, it's going to be a bit of a gunfight. Draken and JW can actually smoke it off, so now they have to slow down maybe a little bit.
That's a cool switch in the rotation. Draken coming up CT spawn, JW was at that car position, and they swap, and now back to the B bomb site we go. But there's two players in here, Anders.
There are two players, and with Draken not that far behind either, smoke is going to be a big indication. He wants to play at the edge of it, and they're all coming around. 4 people in front, 1 USP instant headshot, could not follow it up, and now they're going to be the crunch on the bomb site. JW going to get 1 big kill, but still coming through the tunnels is Angel, and he's definitely a key player here. Crims can't see a thing and somehow stays alive for a very long time, getting the kill as well, and there's Exist with 1, so not bad at all. Fnatic winning the pistol round. JW picking up that double kill, definitely big news.
So many sneaky kills that Fnatic finds, just ratty, dirty kills. Well, like first the opening, Draken around the edge of the smoke, JW on the left side of the smoke finds a clear vision. Crims somehow getting one like half blind. Exist just hiding in the cubby as well, and Hellraiser's just losing too many players on the progress. Investment for them, Deagles. No armor.
Yeah, maybe that is the best description of what Fnatic are doing. They are playing rat Counter-Strike. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's just amazing.
Splinter was a rat too, and he's a badass. Nice shot with the M4.
You're not wrong, Moses. And listen, if it works, if it gets you to the playoffs, then
who cares?
It doesn't matter. And they can still build into this tournament. I mean, get rid of that team frustration, whatever it is. Remind yourselves that you've got some real firepower on this team. And show the world what it's all about. Dead Fox creeping close. JW right at the edge, a little bit worried. The rest of the team for Hellraisers are on the other side of the map, though. So, wouldn't have been some sort of collapse on the bomb side anyway.
Oh, Draken going to be under some pressure, and how much does he want to commit to this? He's got the FAMAS, and remember, they have no armor, but that is an angle the Deagles can be very deadly. So yeah, they fall away. He drops a smoke just to continue to lay force into the other side of the map, and this is a very mobile defense in these first 2 rounds. They're putting a lot of emphasis on mid, but that rotator, Flusha, position he's in has been very active, and there's a nice peek. Bait and switch. JW, that's sketchy. Inside the smoke, he's going to spray as it clears. Needs to drop him. He's going for it. Oh, nice double kill for him. He does eventually go down, but Crims handles it well. 2-0 for Fnatic.
Yeah, well enough played. You're right, that Molotov was a little bit further back than it maybe needed to be, but, you know.
Maybe that's what he wanted. He wanted to funnel him forward.
Make sure they didn't escape. It could be. So, no bomb plants yet, and Hellraisers are going to have to save for 1 more round before they can really start to pick it up, including that AWP on Woxic that we're all looking forward to.
That'll be a fun battle on DUST2. We all know the ops can decide so much. Even if it's not opening picks, even if it's just cutting off rotations, it can be very effective, which will be interesting to see Fnatic when they switch over to the T side, because on Mirage, they actually had Draken with the AWP in a lot of lurk positions in towards mid while they attacked the B bomb site. So you can do the similar thing here on DUST2, making a mid to B split, but Flusha has all the intel. Draken, they're going to get past him a little bit. Great shot with the Deagles. This comes over with the M4, gets dropped as well, and now things can get pretty sketchy.
They can. They're almost running Deagle shots. Well done for Hellraisers, putting a lot of pressure on Fnatic. Hellraiser getting a little bit caught out there, overstepping the line just slightly, but they picked up the M4 and the FAMAS here. See what they can do that's left. Bondik with the FAMAS, and he's the one. There's a bit of a smoke to help him out, but they might come right through it anyway. You see Flusha playing at the edge of it. And now for Bondik, he's going to be down. Dead Fox and long range. It's just very hard to fight 3 people like that. He's going to end up going down. So scary, really scary for a minute.
He was pretty close, but not a whole lot of damage dealt in reality, because they've salvaged the M4 that was dropped at long. They have the FAMAS as well, so maybe lose 1 rifle. The other one is just a UMP. Great shots with these Deagles, though, to get into the bomb site. Even with Fnatic seemingly in a great position for that defense. Able to crack it open and get a plant. That helps so much. That gives him so much extra utility. That gives Woxic extra money after buying the AWP. He'll be able to have nades as well. So here we go. First gun round for Hellraisers, and Fnatic being very slow to cross. Very slow to cross. And oh, they want to go for mid-pressure. They want to go for the peak. And look at Woxic. He knows. He's seen all of it before, but not quite. Draken does find him. Nice creative plan for Fnatic.
This is something that's very hard to do on CT side DUST2, is actually being creative, because there aren't that many positions, there aren't that many parts of the map that you can really take without giving too much away. Catwalk is maybe one, that Longhouse is another one. That's more or less it, because nobody's going to take Upper Dark on this. It's just not really possible for the CTs. You can push in there later on, like a double push or something, but you can't occupy it forever. It's not like a portion of the map that you're going to be holding permanently, so that's really cool. Well done.
Oh, look at them just kind of walking out middle a little bit. Issa took a glimpse. Does look like they eventually want to go up catwalk. Flush is here, close up, waiting for a timing. Draken far back to the AWP. There's the flash, there's the peek. Nothing here. And without another flashbang on Draken, Flusher doesn't want to go for that play again.
They could have maybe tried to speed up behind that, but they're going to be smoking it off. It does kind of keep Flusher occupied on that side. Angel here to make some noise in the middle while the rest are making their way up catwalk. It's going to be a challenge to get rid of, and Angel taking that fight. 1 health, getting shot at the back. He somehow picks up Draken. That's actually huge. He was by the car waiting. You see the blood on the wall there. 3 on 4 as they're trying to make their way into the bomb plant. Dead Fox almost down, very close. Flusher gonna just take that and go for the fight against the bomb planter instead. And Issa survives. Going to be trying to put the bomb down. 10 seconds left here. No stopping him now. And it's a 3-on-3 here in the afterplant. JW hiding in. Dead Fox, he survived the first time around. Surely he's not going to make it the next time. Instantly goes to trouble for Bond. He gets the headshot anyway. I can't even believe it. And he's out on the ramp and he's going to win the fight. Barely. Great save there. Bondig and Isa coming out big in this round. And Hellraisers pick it up.
Yeah, they come out big at the end, but it's that kill from Angel and CT spawn, the one he gets.
Yeah.
I don't know how he finds that kill, but that's the one that's needed to open up the bomb site. In that round, Fnatic, those are the plays that we expect out of the Fnatic guys to make individually, and each one is just so close to panning out for him.
I want to say, by the way, that Angel, was he also being shot from the B-bomb side?
I am not entirely sure. We didn't get to see it. I know Flusher was obviously fighting with them, not dedicated to. I wonder if he got a free kill on Draken, or if Draken was aware of his position.
I think at least he was being shot by Flusher and the B-bomb side, and then he gets the kill on Draken really far away. That's pretty nuts.
Look at the result as well. 2 CZs, JW and Exist on the pistols, 1 M4 on Flusher, Crimson Draken to have the double up setup. This is going to be so tough, and it really weakens their mid to B defense. Issa has a great position at 1 minute and like 38 seconds. He's already ready to go, and that's going to be so tough for Crimson. He's got to be careful how he peeks in towards middle.
Yeah, he's trying to be everywhere with his AWP, but I mean, one missed timing, and it's all going to be horribly...
Oh god, he's going to get picked off.
Right. Gets a bit of a flick. He's just waiting right now. Gonna go for a bit of a re-peek. Flushes on the other side. They just don't even think about the idea they could be here. You could see it in the way that they played. They're not aware that someone might be that close.
I cannot believe that Issa didn't peek after that op shot. What patience, what discipline. Because he doesn't want to be the main point of the attack. That's the thing. This is going to be an attack on the A bomb site, quite obviously. Exist is going to have a big job to do, because Draken, if Exist goes down, Draken's in so much trouble. Flusher rotating out as well. There's the first kill. Can't follow it up on the second. Draken, though, is going to give up the A bomb site out towards long. That's a good decision. He can't get the follow-up pick, though. That would have been great. Issa's still waiting. He wants another protection. Crims has no idea. That's the op down. JW, though, one-on-one for him, and Issa has the perfect angle, and JW slow peeks it. That's the round. The entire round, the entire setup for Issa was that play right there.
Now Draken in the pit, they want to take this up away, and they will. Walks for the kill. But Issa, that's a lot of patience in the middle. Very, very hard to not react to a lot of sound cues, a lot of people peeking.
Yeah.
You know, you really, really want to do that. That's all the rifles gone, all the money away from the Fnatic team. Well done, Hellraisers.
Yeah, well-crafted round. And just USPs for the Fnatic side. So, again, Hellraiser starting off well on their T side, much like I remember Mirage was an entirely offensive affair. Here we go, fast pace, 2 players here, the spam comes in, that Molotov's supposed to force players out of that cubby to the right. And the flames do a lot of damage, but it's a free B bomb site, so it's going to be a 3rd round for Hellraiser. There's no chance of Fnatic getting back into this.
Definitely not, just with USPs, so if they could find a Soul player, Angel does get tapped in the face, but he's going to fall back. Stealing a rifle right now, probably the absolute best case scenario. Kind of a dream at the moment.
Yeah, we all like dreams though, Anders. We all have our hopes and dreams. Crims his dream is taken away. They even spot out JW as well, so he's forced back. This is really well managed from Hellraisers so far. Even spotting out one towards top mid. Ooh, there is Flusha behind him. That's where Bonic is going, but Bonic's going to get around the corner. That dink, I think that was from behind. He just ignored it. He still has no idea. Silencer really doing its job. Flusha can't possibly notice. Right at the end, he finds something, couldn't pick a target. Too many to choose from. All tied up. Does Fnatic buy here? Everyone's sitting around 4,400, 4,500. That means no AWP, and do they want to go for it? Yes.
Apparently so. I mean, that comeback of the first map, maybe they could be persuaded. I think they could persuade themselves that, listen, it'll work out. Just it'll be fine, whatever it is.
Even if we get down, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, good
great
flick.
Tag, yeah.
Toxic. It's one of the strange features of DUST2 that you can see and even shoot at each other in the first 5 seconds of the round. Definitely could be causing a lot of trouble for the CT side. Don't see many CTs challenging anymore. I think there used to be like a feature of the map a lot. Do you remember when, say, Smiths was AWPing sometimes on this map? He'd do that flash over and sort of go for the peak, right?
It's not that AWPers. I think AWPers generally just has the nature of that role. If you're an AWPer, you always feel like you're going to be able to win that battle against the opposing AWPer from the CT side. It's just not worth the risk in the context of the round overall.
Had a fair bit of utility in the beginning of this round, Fnatic, but it's just a minute on the clock and they've used almost all of it. JW back here with low health, a very common spot for grenades. He has a smoke with his Molotov. Oh my god, they line up for him. That's a lot of damage. One more hit could maybe do it. He's going to put up the fire behind him and will take down one kill there, but JW is now alone on the bomb side, and that's a lot of trouble. He's inside the smoke just hiding. Flusha wanted to come and help him out. Draken will take down Angel. They still know he's back here somewhere, but they're just going to wait for the rest of the team to show up. And this is so tense. Exist getting one, the follow-up as well, and Woxic walking right in. Out of bullets though, and now the pistol instead. Woxic re-peeking it. One more hit would have done it, but he also got tagged, and now this is another really crazy round. I can't believe this game. What is up with these two teams?
I'm afraid for what Exist is doing, rotating away. You're going to lose track of where Woxic is playing, and it's a very... There's a lot of distance between Exist and Woxic now. A great chance for him to be able to recover into this one, even with the low HP.
Yeah, Woxic is so sure that he's out there. He hasn't thought about it yet. Now looking up into the window, Exist. He needs to make a move right about now. He doesn't have a kit, so can't spend all the time in the world. He just gets behind the Woxic. Now he sees it coming. Woxic able to get the perfect timing there. My god, that was close. He actually walked past the kid in the middle as well, but I guess he had his mind focused on somewhere else.
Yeah, absolutely.
3-4 though, and a very tense round. I can't believe that JW stayed alive for that long.
It's tough to. How are you going to clear him out? You either spray at the smoke or whatever it might be, and you kind of ignore the rest. Hellraisers choose to just ignore JW and say, just someone watch the smoke, and like if he jumps through it, it's an easy kill. It's amazing that JW, even towards the end, you can see he just holds down the trigger, and he's just a distraction for Exist. To be able to get that double kill as they kind of hunt him down, and oh, Angel's lucky to be alive. They turned that corner, he got stopped right by the grenade. That is a really, really rough 1v1 to be losing, and we saw that in Mirage as well. Fnatic losing all those clutch situations in the first half, even to start the second half, and somehow just turned it around at the end there, but tough way to start things out.
Yeah, now they have the luxury of winning the pistol round at least, so
that's a good point. Yeah.
There's something that's working, but Hellraisers have won 4 in a row and are looking to continue into a 5th here, which is, in terms of patching up that loss from the first map, must be a good feeling to know that you could start off well enough on this one, winning some punches and having an easier time of it. Exist, kind of hard to hit people when they're jumping, but he got the job done in the end. They'll recover the AWP, and now it's just Crims in the middle, and yeah, timing is everything. Iza, again, he's all over the map.
He's being very, very active. 14 and 4 for him. Seems like he's angry at losing that first one, of letting it slip away. He came into this one with a hot hand, doing a very good job on the passive, more lurking positions. Up 2 rounds, Hellraisers. Double op setup on the T side as well. Double op setup on the CT side. 4 ops in play.
It is DUST2 classic, isn't it?
It's a party.
The best thing is at the end, if they have enough money on the T side and they get the auto snipers out, that's what we all love.
That's all a good time. You know, the last round of the half, spam the doors, see what you can get.
Exactly.
And he goes for the pick. Molotov, how long does he want to stay in it? And there it is. He's rewarded.
Just long enough.
Yeah, Drekken didn't think he would be there at all. Fair play. He didn't take a lot of damage. That's a pretty risky thing to do. 1 HE grenade, he would have been gone.
And JW forced off the angle with a flashbang, re-peeking it. Definitely dangerous. Let's see. Slowly creeping in. There was a guy holding close earlier, but they've all fallen back now. Flusher going to be back from the grenade. It's very well read indeed. Taking down Angel, not bad at all. Now back in a 4-on-4. Probably feel good to Fnatic right now if they could pick up a rifle round here. That would sort of prove it to themselves as well that they could do it.
Here's the challenge. 2 players coming out of the B bomb site. That's a big win for East. I don't know how. The first shot went towards Crims. JW is going to respond with the AWP, and now look at the rotation. Bonda going to come out mid. He wants to pressure that B bomb site. Flush has got to slow him down, and JW just has to trust that it's not going to happen. Completely blinded. This is a big hold for him.
Inside the bomb site, they don't actually know that he's here yet. And Dead Fox, oh, he's going to be alive still. Now he's got the angle covered, and we'll take him down. If not that, then the window would have done it, and there was very little backup for JW there. He must have been feeling a little bit lonesome for a long time now. 2-on-3, retaking the B bomb site is just so difficult.
And there's no good response for JW. I mean, it's just such a difficult situation to be in because you know one's coming mid, and Flusha has told you there's a smoke that just got put up in CT spawn, but Flusha can't do anything. If he comes through the smoke, he's essentially a free kill, especially with the AWP. That poor soul B defender, the anchor of the B bomb site, is frequently left in those positions during mid-B splits, and just be nice to your B defenders, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it is.
They've got a lot to deal with.
They do have a lot to deal with. It's either that, or sometimes you end up being the last person running into 8 for super retake. So, what position did you play back in 1.6 Moses on this map? Do you remember?
Yeah, I played pretty much every position at some point, but I actually played on, I was A defender primarily.
Alright.
Played A and B though, different times.
Good.
A is more fun.
A is definitely more fun. 6-3 now. 10th round coming up. Double AWP staying alive on Hellraisers. They are building an economy too. It's actually looking quite good for them right now. Getting some sweet revenge against Fnatic. I think they're loving this right now. Dead Fox at the corner this time, not sitting inside of the fire, which is a bit of a luxury for him at the moment. Gonna be flashed off instead. They still have 3 people here, which is, you don't really need that, especially when you got the corner there. AWP, M4, and pistols of Fnatic.
We'll see. Flusha is going to have to be aggressive with that. In that situation, it's almost like you'd want either Draken or JW to have it with their kind of style of AWPing, but it's going to have to deliver at some point. Hellraisers, this is one of those maps that, as you mentioned earlier, the CT side can sometimes have a really tough time putting pressure on the T side in any position. But you need to find a way to do it in this round, because look at all the map control that Hellraisers have. They haven't gotten long yet. Actually, they've been one of the few teams that's kind of gone away from long. Flusha almost with a chance there, but I think the shot rang right between the 2 players. They were ready for that spot as well.
You think of how many maps on the CT side where you can take a forward fight, then fall back to a secondary angle, then fall back even again, and maybe even a 4th time. There's so many corners usually. On this map, if you lose the long fight, the next fight is at the bomb site, more or less. I mean, it's just so quick. And on B, it's even worse, so definitely not an easy time. 26 seconds as they push through the middle, Exist. Oh, turning around, good timing, even with the flashbang. That's a good kill. Inside of the bomb site, JW hiding inside of the smoke, and they're jumping right on top of. He's by the box, and Criminal's behind him. Oh, the smoke, if it fades to the right side, this could really work out. G-Dog's getting a kill, even turning around and picking up the AK-47 and mowing them down. Brodick and Voxic gonna fall next. That is really well done, and Hellraiser's leaving it very late in the round.
I was gonna say, even if they actually attack that instead of kind of trying to slow peek it and get the AWP boosted up top, I don't think they even win this round. 10 seconds left coming through that smoke. That's pretty crazy for Hellraisers to give up a round like that. Probably the most passive and unwilling to take a fight we've seen them. And that is a huge turnaround for Fnatic. Look at the money. All 5 players surviving. They upgrade so many weapons, 3 AWPs for free. Not that that's necessarily a great thing, but you just have so much cash now for the Fnatic side.
It is a great thing Moses got triple orb out. Keep it going. Get to 5.
As if retakes weren't hard enough on this map. Like, yeah, we'll get 3 ops.
Retaking B. So do you remember that? Do you remember that round where Simple throws the orb over the wall on B?
Yeah, you and I were casting that.
That was a good time, wasn't it?
I feel like that's almost like overblown though, because I don't think the op actually did anything except for like style points. I don't think it like fake nitro anyway.
I think it's the fear of it, isn't it? It's like, this guy is psychotic. What is he doing?
That's when we had Old Simple still.
I do miss Old Simple, I'm not gonna lie.
We all do.
Oh, again, Voxic.
Yeah, it's JW one more time. It's not as big of a deal this time because he has the AWP instead of the M4. So if he gets over to that headshot angle, oh, I like this,
back at it.
This is great.
He is just such an incredible player to watch.
There's smokes though in that T side of mid, so they surely would have called this out that it's possible. So he's gonna clear it. Oh, that is great. Crim's just barely missed the angle, and Angel builds upon it.
That looked so strange. It looked like Angel, I would love to see that kill from his point of view. It looked like his crosshair was way in the wrong spot. It's obviously hard to tell from the model, but
here's the tough part. Exist has to be patient, because Hellraisers has to be bomb site. They know that Fnatic has to make some kind of a play to get back into this, but they had 2 players watching it. Exist now can still push forward, but Bondic is still waiting. 2 ops and an AK-47 for the retake. Flush has got to get over and try and do something.
Well, they've heard that smoke. I don't know if they heard the scope. Not going to be able to get the kill there. A little bit scary. Trying for it again. Now he's behind the box, so the grenade should do some damage. The follow-up Molotov is going to be a bit annoying, but they will be just fine. And time to back on out for Fnatic.
Here's the thing. It's unfortunate that for Fnatic that Angel just kind of beast them in that round, but I like the aggressive call because the turnaround that you have in the eco round with the pistols, you have so much money. You got free weapons. You essentially did not have to invest in getting rifles in that previous round. You're going to have a full buy no matter what happens in the next round. So go for something a little bit risky. See if you can do that. And in theory, that should have worked. Crim's had the advantage, JW had an advantage, and Angel just happens to win both fights. Yeah,
great job on Angel, by the way. I mean, that is pretty impressive. Again, I have a feeling if we see the replay from his point of view that he's going to be almost looking at the stairs. They're playing with the ball as well, Moses, up there. The ball's playing with itself. How does that happen? Hello, football.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. Well, here we go. We'll spot it out from his POV. Yeah, he is pre-aiming. He has to snap up. And then the follow-up, he knows what's coming next as well. That's just a great read on JW. Maybe JW didn't necessarily have the advantage. Obviously, the tag kind of helps out as well. Back into it.
He's setting up for another tag. Eventually, JW is going to be super annoyed, but this time he's going to make it past no problem. That will make it 4-7 here in favor of Hellraisers. Looking good early on here on DUST2. But don't want to get Fnatic, you know, I think another, oh my god, that's a good little spot there. Taking down another round or 2 for Fnatic, and they're starting to feel pretty good about themselves.
What happened to that Molotov in mid? Oh my god, they're going to try and get up that Molotov. It actually missed its mark, but that actually might be the benefit. It didn't go as deep, it fell back in front of it, so they couldn't actually be the aggressors. Flusha has to be careful, but Dead Fox has to play around a smoke. Still 2 players in this B bomb site. There's no access anywhere. It's a good pick to have, but you need more. If you're Hellraisers and you're going to be running into an AWP on Catwalk, you'll run into the other one at the B bomb site. And this is still going to be so tough. 1 minute and pretty much no utility on Fnatic as well. Everyone has got 1 nade.
Yeah, a couple of flashbangs here could definitely put some pressure on Draken, but they don't have smokes to block him off. They have Molotovs. I mean, you can Molotov that ramp and that could definitely force him out. Molotoving onto the bomb side, it's said, and 40 seconds here. Good kill for Drake, and now we can wait for time. Just get the backup in here. Actually, he's going to be jumping for it. Taking down Dead Fox, not going to be able to get the flick, but JW will close it out. And little notice, you see the bomb dropping down in the CT spawn?
We love that.
We do love that.
That makes for some weird situations, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can really lose around in an odd way on the T side if you get close. I mean, it didn't matter then, obviously, but just pointing out.
Oh. Hellraisers had no idea that shot was even possible by JW. This is a good round from Drake, and obviously this jump up is beautiful. He's got the lineup, and Dead Fox just happens to be walking right into it. Good shooting from Fnatic, 5-7. You can point to that round with the CZs that really gave Fnatic a phenomenal chance. Molotov, Angel's already passed, though. We've seen how good he is on the entries. They're all swinging out, and they've got to give up this fight, Fnatic. They've done great damage. Angel down to 16, even Issa burning, but wow. Holy hell.
Immediately gone. It's a great recovery from JW. That's very important, but what a shot from Dead Fox. They make it back around the long corner as well. You never know when they're rushing out long. Sometimes you can't even get back to the bomb site. You get shot in the back. Yeah, you never know how aggressive they're going to be, do you? Thankfully, because they lost long, it's a great response from Fnatic. Take control of Catwalk. Exist is there, so Draken can kind of hang out and grab new angles. He knows they have an op on the board still, so can't go too deep. Flush is going to be able to respond quickly as well. It's going to be tough, though, with the smokes, with the flashes, and the Molotovs. Draken's going to have a tough time really getting a clean shot at this. Yeah, I'm going to smoke it off. Grenade. Oh, no. He jumps right into it, Angel. He caught that grenade, but not in a good way. Bondit gets a refrag. Draken's still here, taking a kill, going for another one. Beautiful triple. Started with a grenade, ended with the AWP, and now, oh, Woxic coming right back. He jumped into it with 30 seconds left, and oh, it's a headshot. It's saving the round. They almost gave that 1 versus 3 right back. Yeah, calm it down, Fnatic. You had it won, and I don't know what the aggressive play was. Cool little trick from Hellraisers, though. They throw their smokes, and they just look. They don't actually smoke the cross. They just peek it. They just go for that fight. That's how they kill Fletcher, which is frustrating because you normally, as a CT defender, expect there to be a smoke there, but they just said it's going to be a battle either way. Let's take it on our terms, and they go right for it. And I don't know what JW and Draken were doing, but maybe Fnatic take a timeout. Hellraiser is going to do it for you, but that's where I think Jumpy needs to come in and be like, guys, everyone take a step back. Can anyone remember Mirage? What happened there? What was that like? Can we do our best not to find a way to lose this game? Yeah. 6-7. As much fun as the comebacks are. Let's not go there. That was 6 in a row for Hellraisers early on to get a 6-3 lead. They've been put a little bit on the back foot. 3 of the last 4 go to Fnatic, so they've really come alive. That was a big turning point. That save round that Fnatic was able to win. Round number 14, and JW taking a fight in middle, dropping Angel. Was he even fighting for that? Was he just shuffling around? They might have just been shuffling around. It looked like they were still confused about the buy coming out of that timeout, so they might have taken an extra second to get their purchase up. Either way, Fnatic was done, or I mean, JW was done getting tagged through that door. Yeah. So he's just like, my turn. Facing on the other side. Oh, Woxic, they could have got the bomb with them. Or the ball, again, the little football Moses. Playing the wrong game. I don't know. What if you bring it into B and you kick it in there and it just distracts a guy, and then you plant the bomb inside of the ball, and I don't think it's worth it. It seems like a lot of work. Okay. Fine. Didn't mean to pee in your Cheerios, but. Yes, you did, Moses. Oh, they're walking through the smoke. He's got the lineup, JW. They're going to be jumping out. He instantly gets the kill on Dead Fox, and he's still back here, trying to see if he can do the whole stand and shoot thing, and he does make it work for a nice triple. I really feel like Angel was just not prepared for it. Maybe we'll get a chance to see, but that was the first kill there. If that's how it works, if he's just jumping around trying to make the cross, that's very unfortunate. I mean, 2 shots from JW picking players right out of the air in their jumps. That is a beautiful round from him. The op coming alive, 7-7, all tied up. He's at 15 kills, by the way. He's having a great game right now. Him and Issa neck and neck at the moment. 15th round here. And let's see. I mean, Hellraiser have got next to nothing. I almost wish it could have been a B rush. I said at the start that Woxic was hands down the best offer in this matchup. Well, Draken is really kind of challenging that sort of idea. He didn't have a great Mirage, not a bad one either, but he's been the dominant offer for sure between the two of them. Yeah. Crim's M4 not going to be making it work. Draken will get one, and Flusher also got a kill in the middle, so they've sort of done the first part of it. Now they just have to worry about retaking the bomb site. They do have a fair few grenades. We'll see if it's going to be working out. Molotov, can he bank it into the corner? He sort of wants to try and do that. The grenade follow up, but Dead Fox has already made his way out. So 3 on 4 here. Hellraisers, one last chance to get an 8th round on the board. Maybe, I actually think they need it desperately. I think these 7 rounds of Fnatic is quite a lot, and that MAP2, they want to go aggressive with it. They got one more flashbang on Isa. He's not going to set it up, just walking in, and Draken taking him down immediately. Now it's a lot of trouble here. Walksick and Isa left alive, and Isa, 2 great kills for him, and they practically lined up for that one. He could have had it, but there is time. The defuse happening with the kit as well. 8 rounds on the board for Fnatic. I think that's a great job here for the first half.
That is a phenomenal half, especially considering you had to come back from that 6-0 run from Hellraisers. You really did a great job of putting a stop to that, winning 5 of the last 6. And JW at the end there, even dropping the op for the MAC-10 and making it work, getting these final 2 kills. 8-7 going into the T side. We'll see what Hellraisers has, but they need to deliver. This is their pick. Struggling on it. Fnatic struggle on their pick. Hellraisers struggle on their own pick as well. I don't think it's a bad half from either team, though. I think you're happy with both. Hellraisers obviously would have liked a lot more because they're going to be looking at that round of the B bomb site with the CZs that just kind of giving one away.
I'm worried because I can see Fnatic being kind of a hard team to contain on the T side here.
Yeah.
Someone like Crims, I mean, he really hasn't. This first half wasn't that great for him, but I think
the first half wasn't great for him on Mirage, and he came alive. And I mean, no matter what, that's the great thing about the experience that these players have, and this is why we always mention experiences. No matter how bad of a half you may start out with in big situations. Ooh, that's a cool block.
That is very cool, isn't it? That allows Faceit to maybe go and fight a little bit. You've got to be careful. Oh my god, he got jump gooshed, didn't he? Down to 1 health, he still returns it.
Oh my god.
It's beautiful, isn't it? He just wants more now. He's ready to take this fight. Finally goes down to assist, but what a way to reply after getting bullied off the angle. Just shot in the face down to 1 health, and he got his revenge. Now, a very awkward fight happening here at the catwalk. Exist trying to see if he can just land 1 more headshot. They're all on top of each other, and eventually they're going to get shut down. Exist picking up that lost P250, but Angel will end that fight. Oh god, man, that was a great pistol round, wasn't it?
What a beast. I cannot believe Walksick was able to handle that. He's even shaking his head like, how the hell did that happen? Yeah, right at the start. 1 health, 2 1-taps coming in hot. Okay, well, he used 3 bullets, excuse me.
It's alright.
Yeah.
We'll give him that one anyway. That was really well done. Hellraisers now tied up, and I think they needed that pistol round, though. I really think they did.
Yeah, that'll definitely give him some energy to at least start this one out. Pistols again, though, and Fnatic was able to do a lot of damage with this on Mirage in those 3rd and 4th rounds. Angel going to toss a timing grenade right towards the entrance. Decent damage, nothing great. It's the Dink that does it, and the crossfire with Isa in middle. Exist forced forward, and Isa's ready for that one as well. And the Famas is just 2-tapping away. Crims is down.
Yeah, easy peasy. Draken out at long, hoping for a Deagle battle. They're giving him a chance here. This is always fun, right?
My Deagle doesn't work, so this fight is never any fun for me. Draken's is probably much better than mine. And Flush is just waiting in mid. They're waiting for some kind of a mistake just to be able to do some economic damage. It's not looking like it's going to happen, although Dead Fox is pretty close. And Flush spots him out. Oh, and he just moved as soon as the shoulder peek came in. And yeah, Dead Fox, I mean, that's smart. Just, you realize kind of the situation you're in. You don't need to die at any one point. You don't need to really aggressively hunt this down, but gonna do it anyways. A tougher angle for Flush to deal with as he closed the gap, and Dead Fox does find it. Couple tags on the players across the board, but no one able to complete any of those kills.
So good job on Hellraisers, 9-8. Maybe Moser, you could do like some sort of Deagle course, right? Maybe you could practice and get better at it. I feel like
I don't really have the time for that, Anders.
Sounds like an excuse to me.
Yeah, not as dedicated to improving my gameplay, am I? Not as I used to be. Walksick peering up towards middle, and here we go towards long. Angel gonna, imagine, throw a grenade in. He sees the flashbang come out, turns from it, and he's able to hold this. Another flash coming, he turns from it as well. That is great from Angel. A really cool sequence. He's going for the ace. He's going for all 5, and oh, what a statement. Draken walks right into it. That is beautiful stuff from Angel, even on an eco round.
He was just ducking and diving all of those punches, wasn't he?
Yeah, you can see he's zoned in.
It's all the flashbangs, right, that he dodges that makes it really cool. Just knowing that something is coming in. Well played indeed. 10-8, and with that kind of a start to the second half, who knows, maybe Hellraisers can push us onto a third map here. Certainly looking good at the moment.
We'll see. Draken with the op, waiting for someone. Are they going to do the boost right back at him? Because I don't think that would... Oh, they're going to push in a bit lower B. JW's aware of the possibility. Draken's called out the smoke. He's communicated. He's just up top. Gets the first, can't transfer over, and there's the push from above. Well done from Hellraisers.
Yeah, crunched from stairs and the B bomb site. Bondic taking down Flusher before he even made his way through the smoke, and then returning a grenade on Draken. He actually has no body armor, so I'm surprised it doesn't do a bit more damage. I guess it landed a little bit behind him. Now knocking down, but Woxic is going to be there. Seems like an unfair fight, doesn't it? Still, great job. 11-8. Hellraisers so close now once again. They can definitely feel that third map coming in.
Listen, Anders, they got rich real quick.
Yes.
Like that round with the SMGs pushing into the upper, the bonus money, the transfer over to the free AK-47s. They got 3 free AKs and 1 free AWP because Woxic started that round with a scout. That is a lot of cash money.
Buy almost whatever they want. You're going to be thrilled about it.
Gold chains, grills, all of it.
Watches. I think that's what you want, Moses.
Sneakers.
Maybe some sneakers too.
Get those Yeezys in there.
Get it all. I don't know if they would improve necessarily in a war zone, but certainly stand out. Might make you actually easier to see, wouldn't it? Shoot at the guy with the Yeezys. I don't know.
20th somewhere is like, please no.
20th round now. Going to be smoking off one side. They are trying to see if they can crunch this, but 2 people are waiting inside. They're getting awfully close now, though, and Dead Fox is feeling the pressure. So they'll... No, the bomb's on the other side. They would have got the bomb plant Moses, but they forgot the one important thing.
Yeah, got taken down. Ooh, Draken with the Deagles, almost able to follow it up on a second. Good damage, though. 3 players gone. Gonna take some of that money away. 12-8, and... Well, not ready to call it just yet, as we all know.
No, I mean, in comparison, this seems like a much more achievable task for Fnatic.
No, but the CC side is looking good for Hellraisers. They haven't really been tested quite yet in any round, so I think that's a good sign for Hellraisers, maybe giving an indication why they picked this map. Very confident in the defense, and for good reason, it appears.
Krim is going to try and make that same jump out long. He's made it around the corner. A lot of grenades, and now they're really trying. They're going to try and see if they can fight their way out. You don't want to be here for too long, and for this very reason, they can be boosted on over. Jumping and shooting never really works out. Another grenade lands on them, and they're in trouble immediately now. Angel and Bondic combining for those 2 kills, and they've retaken top dog as well. This is a great CT side right now for Hellraisers. You've got to admire it.
Yeah, I love this. When the attention is elsewhere, take your advantages where you can and kind of clear positions. Cut the map in half, but even bigger, those 2 flashbangs that Crims and Flusher were throwing from behind that bin, there was a Molotov in their way, so actually it got neutralized. They couldn't actually progress forward to use those flashbangs. Hellraisers, all 3 players alongside together. That is a good win for JW. He takes a lot of damage. Still a tough situation to recover for Fnatic, but look at the defense. It's so split. 1 long, 1 at A ramp, and 2 in the B bomb site. And that's why you're seeing this utility used. Trying to buy themselves some time.
Yeah, if they were going to come back in a 3v5, which is now a 3v4, then it would have to be something like this, where you sort of slowly edge in a couple of kills here and there, and suddenly it's a 3-on-3, and then maybe you could do it. Oh, that Molotov, though, JW's not going to be here. 1 tick, and he'd almost be done.
Now he sprays out for the op, and you like this. Maybe go for a pick, and if not, you're able to kind of sit farther back. Avoid the danger.
Molotov close. Woxic missing the first shot. Now they're all coming for it as well. 14 seconds, so they know it's not going to be a fake. That's the bomb down. Woxic eventually falls. Good flank here, and the timing is just nothing really Fnatic could do about it. All on Draken. Yeah, they do have another Molotov here, so he can't stay on the bomb side forever, and it's going to land right on top of him. He's not happy at all. And yeah, flank forced off with the Molotov. There's nothing he could do at that point. Still, a good attempt. I mean, Fnatic really keeping a bit of focus in some of these rounds, even if they had got that early loss over at long. So they managed that much. But that's still 6 rounds in a row for Hellraisers. They are marching forward really quickly right now.
Yeah, this is a really solid second half from them, and Fnatic don't have an answer quite yet. Taking a timeout here. They want to talk things over. This feels a lot different than the comeback on Mirage, just because it feels like Hellraisers has just a much better grasp of their CT side here on DUST2. I don't know if Fnatic will be able to pull this one off. Double up for DeadFox and Woxic.
Yeah, they're looking solid at the moment. This is definitely...
Not only like the early plays from Fnatic, like the teamwork of getting 2 players out long, seeing if they can do anything, but no one on Fnatic is kind of making those plays like they were on Mirage. You know, like Krim sneaking up those B holes and being able to find that pick in the B bomb. So no one's doing things like that. No one's sneaking out middle and trying to get aggressive and apply pressure there and force some rotations.
That's what I was expecting a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Part of it is because Hellraisers on the CT side have been so aggressive. I mean, you kind of do psych your opponent out a little bit when you've pinched upper B, when you take control and find the information. Good leg shot onto Woxic. But Hellraisers hasn't been shy on the CT side whatsoever. Point of contact has been dominated by the defense.
Yeah, it really has. Angel ready to stand up and take a look into lower dark. And Draken going to find the kill on Woxic. He started it off without even being able to see him. And he's really hoping, Angel, I think that someone's going to jump up in the box in the corner. That's not really happening right now. So, an early advantage for Fnatic. It's been a while since they've been enjoying one of those. Spray not doing much of anything. Angel going to be falling all the way back on Catwalk, and they're just going to give up this mid pressure a little bit. Let's see if they can find a way.
Almost feels like this is going to fall into mid to B. 3 smokes still on the Fnatic side. And actually now they readjust. Draken coming out to his long with that bomb, and great job from DeadFox. Exist caught out in the open, nice delayed peek. There's Flusher with the trade as well. So any idea that Fnatic had, whether it was mid to B, whether it was a split towards A, it's all gone to hell. And unfortunately Draken has the bomb with the AWP. He could stop the rotation in this position, and a completely blind JW is brought down low. So all of a sudden advantage, and that nade, JW's got to get out, and he just barely does.
Yeah, he's lucky to live. Alone on the B-bomb side, there was DeadFox, and they're all coming through him through the middle. Going to be smoking off in front. Isa, can he get into position in time? Flash to follow up as well, making it a bit harder for him to actually do anything. He's just edging his way through. Is anybody covering it on the other side? He knows that if he gets the timing down wrong, he's immediately going to be gone, and that will leave DeadFox. He's out of the B-bomb side, which is actually smart from him. There's a bit of a fight, and JW was low already, so he's going to be down. This is very smart from DeadFox. Just otherwise, it could have easily been a 2-on-2, and that would favor Fnatic heavily. Now they're inside the bomb site with no more grenades. Krim's ducking to stay alive, but they're both going to be dropped by Isa. A triple kill here. 26 kills overall on him, and a 14th round for Hellraisers. Very, very intelligent round for Hellraisers.
Well, yeah, DeadFox pushing in that into B was great. It obviously kind of cordons Fnatic to stay into the bomb site. It kind of corrals them where they have nowhere to go in that post plan. And when you have all the knowledge of where they are, that can be a much more aggressive, much quicker pace retake. Draken takes that shot with the AWP, and you kind of know he's still on the bomb site. Just one flashbang. Obviously catch Krim's full in the face, and Draken has no idea what's coming. So a nice job by Hellraisers. This is looking much more convincing. The desk questioned and said you can't be a star player if you don't show up when they need you most. Isa's got 26 kills, 12 deaths. What a performance from him in this second map to keep Hellraisers alive.
Oh no. Flusher. Just the Molotov and I guess a tag from Woxic.
Oh, DeadFox is a free kill.
Free. No! Isa saving it. What a hero! And picking up the kill as well on Draken. This is just beyond belief, isn't it? Picking up the bomb now, but that should have been it. This is the kind of friend you want, isn't it? 2-on-3. They thought they had that. They had it. A millisecond made the difference. Angel going to be taking down Exist, and JW. Fnatic are going to be furious about this. He's alone in a 1 versus 3. He knows he has to do something quick at the bomb side. He's going to set Angel, but the turnaround, they're already there. I don't even know what we just saw.
What a monster. That is a huge performance. And it was almost like you couldn't believe how free the kill was, and then Issa just kind of shuts you down before you can even pull the trigger. He's been great in this B bomb site on DUST2. What was that against G2 earlier in the event where they had that phenomenal game where Issa was just a beast? I mean, he's just able to do so much there. His first bullet accuracy is insane.
That is so well done. Especially, I mean, it's the one, but then the immediate follow-up as well. 15-8, map point right now for Hellraisers. We might well be going to third map here. If we're talking about the comeback on DUST2, or sorry, on Mirage, and it was incredible, but this one, they need 7 rounds in a row, and they've won 0 on the second half so far. No T round yet for Fnatic. Hellraisers looking solid indeed.
Fnatic just missed that smoke.
Yeah.
We saw, what was it, Bondic kind of block it earlier? Maybe he didn't block it, maybe they just missed it. Who knows? Either way, pop flash in. Oh, that's beautiful. The smoke just gets in his face, which delays that attack just a little bit longer. He's called upon, he's delivered so much damage done, he can't find a kill. Now getting close. How is he managing all this attention? Almost was able to get it done. But Fnatic do eventually overwhelm him, but what a dangerous player.
Yeah, you could really see the focus in almost every move. He's eventually going to go down, and now Bondic, I don't know, they have quite a lot of money. They are, in fact, rich. Officially, Moses, we made a rule.
Yeah, we made a rule. Was it 2 over 10K?
2 over 10K. I guess Angel is in a slightly different position, but we'll leave it alone for now. It's fine.
Yeah. They'll, you know, take out a loan.
Spread the wealth, Moses. It's a triple theory of economics that we all love.
Reaganomics.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Didn't really work out, but fine. Flusher is going to be taking down Bondic at the end, so they get to steal a bit of cash there. Still almost 15,000 at the beginning of the round here for Isa, and the 25th round is now going to be coming up. Fnatic finally winning a round on T side though, which is, I think we should celebrate that.
Yeah, about time. The first one, a huge run from Hellraisers. That was 8 in a row.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to see a comeback. Well, I mean, obviously we can't write it out. The black magic is a powerful thing.
Yes, as we've seen already. But yes, I mean, it does feel very unlikely. There's a different kind of focus and a different kind of confidence here for Hellraisers playing their own map on the CT side. It's just looking great. Yeah. I was really worried for that first half, though. I really think Fnatic did a better job than I was expecting, I would say. Yeah, I think a lot of that comes down to the recovery they had. Being able to stop that 6-round streak and then being able to build upon that. I think that makes you always feel so much better about that half. But obviously, we see a lot of teams kind of struggle on the CT side of this map, and then just, you know it's kind of difficult. To have seen Fnatic to take a lead into the second half was a great thing, but seems to have stalled out. This does have a different vibe to it, rather than Mirage. Hellraiser's obviously well-versed. Mid-control for Fnatic, but the question is, what do you do with it? And they haven't really frequently been able to make a whole lot of progress elsewhere. Long has been shut down for them. They haven't even really gone back to it, except for once or twice when they've been obliterated. Woxic with the op, Flush is in some trouble. Ooh, a missed shot. That's an interesting wide peek, but Bondic's still hidden behind the door, and Flush is going to run away. So Bondic has all the information. That position, even if it doesn't get a kill, even if it doesn't encounter anyone, he knows that Flusha has ran, and now he's going to take the opportunity to just push forward. Yeah, smart play. He knows absolutely everything. This is so much free map control, and this is probably going to break Fnatic. The problem is it's holding this rotation. Yeah, there's also only one person inside of B, which is definitely trouble for Dead Fox. If he can get one kill here, that would certainly help out quite a bit. Going to take down Flusher. Still alive on the bomb site, but Crims will drop him eventually. Angel dropping Exist, and oh, they don't even make the cross. That was Woxic taking down Crims. And with JW alone in a 1 versus 4, it is looking great for Hellraisers. Imagine the mental recovery of losing that incredible lead on Mirage and then coming back into this game and maybe not having the perfect first half, but they make it work in the second one. 16-9, taking down Fnatic and moving us on to map number 3. That's the kind of Hellraisers you want to see. Yeah, and holy hell, we just won 9 10 rounds in that second half.